Hey, Amon.
Hey, Abby. I'm really excited for you. This is the first FCL match of the season.
Yes, it is.
So,
I mean, it's a big weight on my shoulders, but I'm ready to carry it. I'm ready to fight, you know?
I know you've been studying. I know you've been doing your best. And I know you're going to kick a lot of ass. Don't forget that.
First, a lot of bachelor ass, actually.
A lot of bachelor ass. You might see some rose petals flying in the air. I mean,
flourish.
You might need to bring some rose petals.
I mean,
win, just blow them at the screen or something. I don't know.
I mean, kudos to Jared. He's been in this for a while. I've watched him on Schmodown. I know he knows this stuff, but I mean, a lot of people don't know me, and they don't know what I can do on the battlefield. So I'm excited. But I mean, you also have a match coming up.
I do. I have a match April 6th.
Okay.
I'm ready to show what I've got. I've been studying too, but I know, again, this is your day. So you're gonna kill it. You're gonna do it. I've been in the study sessions with you, and you've been doing a fantastic job. So
thank you.
No, I was thinking the FCL is only gonna have one champion. So if we win, we're gonna have to face off at some point. I know we're friends and all. I know we're partners.
Yeah.
But it's every woman for herself.
I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Good luck out there.
May the best woman win.
Skål.
Skål.
We love to celebrate legends. We love to see champions become immortal. And now we can see the future stars of tomorrow. We get to see the next generation of elite movie trivia players. And we all get a first-class seat.
The First-Class League is absolutely the next giant step in the evolution of the Schmodown.
The First-Class League is where the future superstars are born, where the future of swag is born.
The First-Class League is everything in the future of the Schmodown.
I'm not in the business of sitting here trying to tell all these other dicky-do managers who I got my eye on, but I got my eye on the FCL.
And we're going to be able to see, we could groom this person, or look at all these people flying first class.
The First-Class League is really important to the development of Schmodown players.
You don't want to miss it. You want to see the birth of what will be the best of the best.
The First-Class League is going to shape what all future drafts and free agency signings in the Schmodown look like from here on out.
You better believe that is going to be the first place I look when I think about who I want to be added to the stars, who I want on my faction.
We're going to find the next crop of rookies in the First-Class League.
There's a slew of players that could come into the majors right now and do damage.
We got Jared Haibon, we got David Campbell, we got the Cinefanatics.
Rick Hong, the Ghost, Gallego. These guys were trained in the dungeon, so they already know how to play.
Brad Gilmore and Steph Sabra together. I don't know if there are two more suited people to bring up a new generation and a new class of competitors that are gonna kick butt.
Good people running it. And when good people run things, you get good things. Hence, like my life.
You literally could be watching the person that dethrones Dan Murrell as the GOAT watching the First-Class League.
The First-Class League, I'm telling you, Den Mama's going to be watching.
We're going to get to see them from their very first match in the First-Class League all the way till they make some belts.
I can't wait to see who comes out of it, and I can't wait to see who comes to the Schmodown this year, next year, every year.
And, if anybody does bad on my team, which I don't think they will, to get kicked off, and we'll draft somebody from the First-Class League.
It's maybe, some would even say, the very best idea the Movie Trivia Schmodown has had since we got new belt polish.
First-Class League, every single Tuesday. And who knows? One day, you may be looking at him and talking about Swag Squad. Drip, drip.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first edition of the First Class League. We are here. We are live on the Movie Trivia Schmodown Twitch channel, and I am so excited to finally be here. There's been lots of days, lots of nights, lots of hours of hard work, and we finally get the opportunity to bring to you the first ever developmental league in Movie Trivia Schmodown history. This is the FCL. My name is the Boat Brad Gilmore, and I am joined on the desk here by Steph Sabra. Steph, how you doing?
So good, Brad. I am so excited. I feel like we are adventurers stepping foot on new land with the FCL today. I feel pretty good about that.
I feel incredible. You know, this is something you just saw in that opening promo there. This is something that the managers love. This is something that the other players love. This is something that obviously all the fans of the Movie Trivia Schmodown love. This reminds me of like almost March Madness that we're going through right now. By the way, University of Houston Cougars going to the Final Four. Nevertheless, I'm excited, Steph Sabra. I'm excited that we get to bring something brand new. And the thing I'm most excited about is we get to see brand new players, faces that we have not seen, and then we get to see some faces that we are familiar with as in our first match. What excites you most, though, Steph Sabra, about the FCL?
The fact that it's not only needed, but wanted. We have so many competitive players in this world that are just waiting to compete in this sort of competition, and we're having some of the best compete with us right now. I love that we have a mixture of new players and more experienced players. I think that heats things up. I love a good beef in the streets every now and then. So those are the things that are really making me look forward to the season.
Yeah, I love some beef in the streets, as you put it. Eloquently said by Steph Sabra. Well, you want to talk about beef. Let's get right into it, Steph Sabra. The first match in FCL history is mere moments away, and I am so absolutely excited. We are going to see in her first Movie Trivia Schmodown competition of any kind, Abi the Crusader Corinne. This is somebody who was on a lot of draft lists and just barely missed the cut. Abi has been talking about doing this. Abi loves movies. She is a mega fan, as we saw there in the opening scene with her and Iman. We'll have to get to that in a minute. But nevertheless, for her to make her debut on such a grand stage, do you feel like there's going to be any pressure on her, Steph?
I feel like it, but she came in today and said that she had just dealt with handling her kid, which makes me think she's a super mom, which makes me think super moms can really do anything, and there's no sweat for people like her. So I think she's up for it.
Well, you go from a super mom to a guy who looks like he could have played Superman. We have Jared Haibon coming back to movie trivia competition, somebody who we saw on a friend of ours, Roxy Strier's faction last season, didn't make it this season. And now I think that Jared has to kind of walk in with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, right? He has to walk in thinking that, man, I missed it just by this much, the draft. I got to show everybody that they missed out.
Yeah, Jared has competed against some of the best. He didn't just compete. He really competed against some of the best and was a great player. So that's not going to stop. And I think that if I'm Jared, there is a fire under my butt, and I'm ready to go and show what I have to offer.
Well, let's take a look on what those two players actually think, what they have to say, Steph Sabra. We're going to hear from Abi Corrine and Jared Haibon right now. Take it away.
Schmodown. It's been a long time. It's been too long, and I am back. It is I, Jared, from Bachelor. I don't know why I introduced myself that way. It sounded really douchey.
Hi everyone, I'm Abi Corrine, aka The Crusader, and I am so excited to be a part of FCL this year.
And I am playing Abi the Crusader Corinne. And I got one message for you, Abi. I'm coming for you.
Now I understand it's a big challenge, but I'm up for it. I've been working hard and I've been putting in the time, and I'm ready to prove myself like a real Crusader with dignity and honor.
I played in Inner Geekdom. I was in a 5-way fatal match way back in the day, and I was the only person in Schmodown history to have 4 knockouts in one match. Pretty sure that is still a record today.
Now, I know Jared has been a part of the Schmodown. He knows the experience, he knows what that's about. But this is the FCL, and him and I are starting out at ground zero.
You know, Tom Brady was drafted 199th overall. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team. As for me, I didn't get drafted this year, and I'm going to use that as motivation in the first class league to prove everybody wrong and to prove that I should have been drafted.
So I'm going to battle hard. And if destiny is on my side, Jared, I'll send you roses.
And we're back here on the FCL. Steph Sabra, Brad Gilmore. You saw those two going at it. You said it, Steph. You want to see some beef in the streets. It seems to be a friendly competition between the two. But you know what? This thing could get dirty. This thing could get messy. We're going to see what happens right now in the FCL, Steph.
We have no idea what's going to happen. It could start cordial. It could get messy. Either way, I'm here for it, and I'm already heating up.
Well, look, let's not waste any time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the First Class League. Introducing first. Coming from the great state of Oregon, she is making her First Class League debut. She goes by the name of Abi, the Crusader Corinne.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Abi.
Welcome to the FCL.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. I'm pumped. I'm ready to show up, battle, and see who becomes victorious, honestly.
Talk us through your journey. Go ahead, Steph.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Brad. Talk us through your journey, the mindset going into this first match.
I mean, you always get the nerves, but I've been pumped about this, and I've been watching movies, forced to watch movies because of my brother. So it's I have all this knowledge and I have all these places I can tap into. So I'm going to try and use it for this match. I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to have fun. So.
But what have you done in preparation for this? The movie Trivia Schmodown, we see what they do. We see that they're all day studying, their study sessions, study groups, all sorts of different things. What have you done to prepare for not only this match, what have you done to prepare for your opponent, Jared Haibon?
I mean, I honestly have about 4 books like this that are just full of I've just been studying. I've been studying. So it's I have about 4 different books of it, and I've been watching movies, I'd say at least 2 or 3 a day. I just been trying to I've been working with groups too, study sessions with Video Drew. So I've been working hard, honestly, every day since I first even got introduced to the draft. So I'm ready. I've been preparing.
I love
Steph Sabra, she says, oh, we got to love it. She says she's ready. You're ready. And now let's bring in her opponent. Making his return to the movie Trivia Arena and making his FCL debut, he is Jared Too Smooth Haibon.
Hey, Roxy, call me back. Why didn't you draft me this year? Why am I in the FCL? This is ridiculous. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get Roxanne on the line. She keeps forwarding my messages to voicemail. Anyway, how's everybody?
Well, I mean, we're great. We're great, Jared. We're great. We're excited that you're joining us here in the FCL. I guess that we do have to address the elephant in the room. I mean, how does it feel for you to not have been drafted? You're coming to more of the developmental leagues. How does this feel for you?
Not too good, Brad. Doesn't feel too good at all. I got drafted last year. I'm known for my time in Inner Geekdom. I started off hot. I was in a 5-way fatal match. I knocked out all 4 of my opponents. Then I moved on. Lost some close matches, but to some really good opponents, including Kalinowski, including Chandru. I wasn't playing, just easy opponents like Rocky and Rocky 3. I was playing the cream of the crop, and I was losing, but I was battling. So now here I am in FCL to prove that I can get my way back into the Schmodown.
So you're on a revenge tour, and are you taking this lightly because you've done this before, or have you come into this more prepared than ever?
That's a great question. I come prepared up here, all right? That's what it is, because I know movies. I have tons of movie knowledge, and it's all right up there. Studying, who needs to study? I got all the information right here.
Well, here we go. We heard from the man himself, Jared. We've heard from Abi. I guess, Steph Sabra, there's only one more thing we can do. Abi, are you ready?
I am ready.
Jared, are you ready?
I have a notebook that my mother-in-law bought me. I am ready to use it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is for the first time. The very first match in the first class league. As Steph Sabral once said, it's time to get classy. Starting with round number 1. Let the players know what the rules of round number 1 is. You will both receive the same 8 questions. You will write your answers on the whiteboard. You must speak and reveal the answer that you have written. You have to say it and show it at the same exact time. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. In round number 1, you get 3 JTE rules, which are question repeats, and you have 1 challenge per a match. This is how we do it. If you go perfect in that first round, you will get a 1-point bonus question. You will not need to write that one down. You can speak it verbally unless both of you get a bonus question, and we move on from that. So here we go with round number 1 in FCL history. Y'all's first question is this, in the category of action adventure. This 1996 Michael Bay film about a renegade general taking hostages stars Nicolas Cage, Sean Connery, and Ed Harris.
Michael Bay once said,
I was going to say, is it weird that I'm nervous? I'm getting butterflies over here.
I'm nervous too. I'm with
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We will go to Abi first. Abi?
Man, I don't remember that much of Nicolas Cage in the 90s, but I said Con Air. I know that's not it.
That is incorrect. Con Air is incorrect. Jared?
In my best Sean Connery voice, The Rock.
The Rock is correct. Jared Haibon takes the early lead, but it's okay, Steph Sabral. There's plenty of FCL action to go. Abi has more than enough time to get back in this one as we go to question number 2.
She absolutely does. Question number 2 in the category of directors. Ryan Coogler has directed Michael B. Jordan in 3 films, Fruitvale Station, Black Panther, and what?
I'm a big fan of Michael B. Jordan. I got to say, that's a handsome man. That's a real handsome man.
Sexiest man on earth for a reason. For a reason. They don't always get it right, but they did.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go to Jared.
I got nothing. I couldn't think of it.
Got nothing. We go to Abi.
Oh, I don't know, but Creed?
Creed is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Creed is correct for 1 point.
Oh, my.
Abi Corrine ties it up. You see Jared Haibon just kicking himself after that one. As we go
that's why you study, kids. That's why you study, kids. Don't be like me.
School,
it's all right.
in school.
It's still up here.
As we go to question number 3 in the realm of comedies, who plays Akeem, the royal prince of Zamunda who travels abroad seeking an independent woman to marry him in 1988's Coming to America?
You gotta think, why did we name our country America when we could have named it Zamunda?
10 times better. 10 times better. Zamunda? Zamunda, are you kidding me? We need
like
an answer,
paradise.
though. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go to Jared.
Eddie Murphy.
And Abi.
Eddie Murphy.
Both of you correct for 1 point. Score tied 2-2. We are still neck and neck in the first ever match in FCL history, and we get to question number 4.
Number 4 in the category of movie release dates. Which year saw the release of The Matrix, Notting Hill, and The Sixth Sense?
The Sixth Sense absolutely frightened me as a child and scarred me, I believe, until this day. I'm not going to lie to you, Steph.
Brad, we are finding out that we have so much in common because I have childhood trauma like you with The Sixth Sense.
How could you not? And we need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and we go to Abi.
Is it 1999?
And Jared?
I got 99 as well.
Both of you are correct for an additional point, 3-3, and we keep it moving. We keep it moving. Still very close. Anybody's ball game in the first match in FCL history. This is what we wanted, Steph. This is what we wanted. Neck and neck competition as we go to question number 5 in the category of fantasy sci-fi. What 2009 James Cameron film is set on the planet Pandora and stars Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, and Stephen Lang?
I think it was James Cameron who said the downside of being attracted to an independent woman is that they don't need you. And I know that's right. That is absolutely right.
He said that?
Can I get a
5.
Can I get a JTE, please?
Okay. Abby uses her first repeat. Steph, you will. This was actually mine.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. Question number 5 in fantasy sci-fi. Which 2009 James Cameron film is set on the planet Pandora and stars Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, and Stephen Lang? You know, I feel them on the independent woman. I do. But see, that's why we want the independent woman, because she doesn't need us, Steph. We are very, very complicated people.
Yeah. You don't need them, but they'll have you. And that's love.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we go to Jared.
Avatar.
And Abby?
Is it Avatar?
It's Avatar. Y'all both get another point, 4-4 as we get
I'm so surprised, you guys. I'm so surprised I'm doing this.
Girl, you got it.
Killing it.
Question 6.
All right, question number 6 in the category 1990s. This 1994 comic book movie, directed by Alex Proyas, tragically was Brandon Lee's final performance.
Absolutely terrible, obviously. What happened to Brandon Lee? But the 90s filled of these really odd offshoot comic book movies that I absolutely love.
Yes, I agree. Like the beginning of what was to come.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we go to Abby.
The Crow.
And Jared.
My favorite 90s superhero film is The Phantom, but this one is The Crow.
That is correct on both accounts, Jared Haibon. That is my favorite 90s superhero film as well. The Skulls
Long
of
live Billy Zane.
We love Billy Zane. Bald or not, that's a handsome man. As we move to question number 7 in the category of famous actors and actresses. In 1997's action thriller Air Force One, what actor played President James Marshall, who was taken hostage by communist radicals?
Stomping in my Air Force Ones. Name that artist.
Give me 2 per Steph Sabra. Nelly Nell. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And we need an answer in 5, 4,
right
3,
faster.
2, 1. Pins down. And we go to Jared.
Get off my plane, Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford is correct. Abby.
I said Jack Nicholson. I was so
You
wrong.
said Jack Nicholson. Abby, incorrect. Jared Haibon. Here's the thing, Steph. Very important 1-point lead going into the last question in round number 1. Here's why it's important. If you're a first-time viewer of the Movie Trivia Schmodown in any form and you're watching us here on the Twitch channel for the very first time, we appreciate it. But here's the thing, Steph. If Jared can hold on to this lead, he will have the option in round number 2 of whether to spin first or defer, something that everybody in the Movie Trivia Schmodown has always loved that option to have.
All
so we go into our 8th and final question in round number 1.
Question number 8 in the category franchises. What is the subtitle for the 6th installment in the Mission Impossible franchise, which was released in 2018?
Are you a Tom Cruise person? You like Tom Cruise? Is he?
Am I entertained by Tom Cruise? Absolutely. Love his couch Oprah interview. Replay that often for inspiration. Movies, not as much.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we go to Abby.
I don't have it.
Abby doesn't have it. Jared.
Fallout.
Fallout is correct. Jared Haibon, an important 2-point lead going into round number 2 only missing one there. Abi missing 3 in the first round, but this is Steph, this is round number 2. We know what round number 2 does in this game. It can make, break your dreams, destinies, and aspirations, and we're going to get to round number 2 right now as we get to our official rules for round number 2 here in the FCL. Each competitor spins the category wheel. They can respin once unless the wheel lands on opponent's choice, of course. Competitors will get 4 questions from a chosen category. Questions are worth 2 points and can go to multiple choice, but then the value drops to 1 point. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if a competitor gives an incorrect answer. Repeats, challenges are still in effect. Oh my goodness, I don't know about you, but my blood pressure has reached hypertension already. I'm so hyped for our first FCL match, and we're going to get to it. But Steph, what do you think so far?
Oh my gosh, I think this is a great start. Both competitors are shown that they know their stuff, and it's getting heated. Round 2 is where it's at.
Well, Jared Haibon, you have the lead going into round number 2, so you can choose if you want to spin first or if you want to defer to your opponent.
Decisions. You know, usually I'd like for the ladies to go first, but unfortunately in this case, I'm going to spin first.
All right, he's going to spin first. Well, let's do it, Jared Haibon. Let's give it a spin of the wheel, and let's make the deal. Let's see what you get. Look at that.
There it is.
Beautiful technique.
Look at it
Jared
go.
Haibon right there.
I've been practicing.
Yeah.
I can tell. And it lands on, is that directors?
Ooh, and I can spin one more time if I want. Sorry.
You may spin again if you would like.
The wheel is very small on my screen, which is why I have to.
I
get
know it's like
close.
super tiny.
Oh man, I'm going to stick with directors.
Okay, he's going to stick with directors. I will be administering your questions in round number 2, Jared Haibon, and you are selecting directors. And we're going to pull it up. You're going to get 4 questions in the category of directors. Again, I want to remind you, you can repeat if you'd like to. You can go to multiple choice if you'd like to. And, of course, you can challenge if you feel as though you gave a more proper answer than what was listed in the document. Here we go with question number 1. In the realm of directors, who won an Oscar for directing 2010's The King's Speech?
I'll do multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice. You have A, David O. Russell, B, Darren Aronofsky, C, David Fincher, or D, Tom Hooper.
Can you repeat those one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can get your multiple choice answers repeated one time. Here we go. Is it A, David O. Russell, B, Darren Aronofsky, C, David Fincher, or D, Tom Hooper?
Tom Hooper.
Tom Hooper is correct for 1 point. 1 point. Jared Haibon goes up to 8-5 for Jared Haibon so far in the category of directors. All right, and we get to your next question, Jared. What 2017 film starring Tom Hardy did Christopher Nolan direct?
That would be Dunkirk.
That is correct for 2 points. Jared Haibon, correct for 2 points. Steph, really showing us something right now. Jared Haibon showing us that he should have maybe been picked up by a team here, but we're glad to have him in the FCL.
He said round 2. What? Like it's hard?
Don't jinx me.
Okay.
Jinx him.
Here we go. In the category of directors, as Mark Ellis would say, your penultimate question. Who directed the first 2 films in the Jurassic Park franchise?
Oh, Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg is correct. He said, light work.
Sorry.
Jared Haibon goes up 12-5. 12-5. This is a pretty substantial lead so far. Abby's going to have more than enough time to get back into it. All right. And your final question, Jared. How many films did Martin Scorsese direct in the 1990s?
Oh man.
So 5, 4, 3.
I'll do multiple choice.
Okay, and he goes to multiple choice. Multiple choice. Is it A, 5, B, 6, C, 7, or D, 8?
I mean, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question one more time? I need the question repeated. I'm sorry.
Okay, he's using one of his JTE rules. That's okay, Jared. He's using one of his JTE rules, and here it goes. I will read you the full question along with the answer choices. How many films did Martin Scorsese direct in the 1990s? Is it A, 5, B, 6, C, 7, or D, 8?
I'll go A, 5.
A5 is incorrect. So this is a big opportunity, Steph. This is a big opportunity for Abi Corrine. Abi can now steal at this very moment. Abi, I will read you the question and the multiple choice answers. All you have to say is verbally the answer. Here it is. How many films did Martin Scorsese direct in the 1990s? Was it A5, B6, C7, or D8?
7.
7 is incorrect. 7 is incorrect. We were looking for 6. Goodfellas, Cape Fear, The Age of Innocence, Casino, Kundun, and Bringing Out the Dead. Those were the 6 films in the 1990s. I know Jared got a stinger there, but Steph Sabra, we're sitting at 12-5. It's Abby's turn at the wheel. Anything can still happen.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's spin the wheel. And it lands on spinner's choice. Okay,
Ooh.
Abby, you can have your selection of any category on the wheel. That was a much-needed save there for
Yes,
Abi
it
Corrine.
was. Okay, no questions asked. Let's do Middle Earth. Let's go.
Middle Earth. So
For Rohan.
Steph Sabra will be administering your 4
Oh, wait, I
questions
don't need this.
in the category of Middle Earth. She seems very confident about this, Steph.
I love the confidence.
Yes.
Let's hope it works. Let's hope this confidence can get me some points.
All right, Steph Sabra will be asking you your 4 questions.
All right, question number 1 in the category of Middle Earth. What is the name of the leader of the tree-like Ents?
Treebeard.
Oh. That is correct.
Correct for 2 points. 7-12. Abi Corrine still in this thing as we go to her second question, Steph.
All right, for your second question, who plays Strider, the ranger who has a secret identity in the Fellowship of the Rings?
I just want to make sure I can get his last name right. Viggo Mortensen.
That is correct.
Can I challenge that?
You may, Jared. What is your challenge?
I think, Abby, what was the last name you said?
Mortensen.
Oh, okay, yeah, you said it right. Never
Yeah,
mind.
okay. I'm just like,
I thought you said Morrison, like Van Morrison.
Oh no! Don't try and take my point from me. I know my stuff. I know
Jared,
Lord of the Rings.
Aragorn is proud. Aragorn is proud.
Are you formally challenging?
It's okay.
I feel like I have to, right? Like that would
you're
be
fine.
I made her repeat it. I feel like I should leave it down.
Yeah. So, okay. We're going to go to a challenge. We're going to be right back. I'm going to conference with Steph Sabra and our head writer, PLD, and we will make a determination on what we just saw. We'll be right back here on the And we are back here on the first FCL. And in the first match, the very first match, we have a challenge. You see Jared Haibon shaking his head after a conference with Steph Sabra and our lead writer, PLD. We have decided we're going to weigh in favor of Abi Corrine. She said Viggo Mortensen. You thought that Jared Haibon thought she said Morrison. Abby gets the point. So we will reflect those points there on the scoreboard, and we will move on to your next question in the realm of Middle Earth.
All right. So your next question. Who plays the younger Bilbo Baggins in the Hobbit trilogy?
Oh, I love him in this movie, Martin Freeman.
That is correct.
I love, like, that's the one saving grace of The Hobbit.
Okay, now here's where we're sitting right now in round number 2. Abi Corrine has one more question in round 2. If she gets it right, Steph, without going to multiple choice, she will have the lead going into the all-important third and final round. If not, Jared Haibon will hold on to that lead that he's had all game long. Let's get to Abi Corrine's final question in the realm of Middle Earth.
All right. For your next question, Ian Holm portrayed Bilbo Baggins in how many of the Middle Earth films?
We go for 5, 4.
In 3
2.
films.
That is incorrect. We were
That is
looking
incorrect.
for
That is it. That is incorrect. So we're going to go to Jared.
I heard the answer.
Okay. All right. So we're going to have to give Jared here a different question to allow him the opportunity to steal here in round number 2. Jared, here is going to be your question because you did hear the answer right there on accident. No problem. We're going to give you a different question. Abby, Jared, are y'all both okay with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jared, here's going to be your question for a steal in round number 2. Steph, take it away.
The Fellowship of the Ring was released in what year?
2001.
2001 is correct. That is correct. And Jared Haibon gets the steal. He gets the steal there. 14-11, a 3-point advantage in round number 2 as we go to the third and final round. We are here. This is the last round of the very first match in FCL history. And let's take it to the rules so we can let the competitors know how round number 3 officially works. Competitors will pick 3 numbers that correspond to 3 different categories. Each competitor gets 3 questions. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points. They will have 15 seconds to answer each question. There is no stealing or multiple choice in round number 3. There's no stealing or multiple choice in round number 3. I also want to give a big shout out to everybody in the Twitch stream who are giving out gift subs, like Askew just gave us a gift sub. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody who's supporting us here on the Movie Trivia Schmodown Twitch channel. It is your participation. It is your viewership. It is your activeness in the chat that's going to keep the FCL running smoothly. So we really appreciate everybody there. So we're going to go to Jared Haibon. Jared, you will be able to select your 3 numbers in round number 3. What do you have for us, sir?
Let's go 15, 13, 12.
15, 13, and 12. And then, Abby, your 3 numbers.
I will go 3, 17, and 20. You said it was 1 through 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, 17, 20.
3, 17, and 20. All right. Steph Sabra will be asking Abby your questions. Jared, I will be asking you yours. Now, Abby, you're down by 3 points. Your first question is worth 2. You're going to have to get your 2 and your 3 to kick it over to Jared Haibon. You selected category 3, and category 3 corresponds to the world of Denzel Washington.
Okay.
All right. In the category of Denzel Washington, Denzel Washington has won 2 Academy Awards for acting. Name the film for which he won Best Supporting Actor.
Oh man, Best Supporting.
And we need an answer
Okay.
Five,
Okay.
4.
Can I get a repeat?
Yes, you may. That is her second JTE. Steph Sabra, repeat the question for me.
Denzel Washington has won 2 Academy Awards for acting. Name the film for which he won Best Supporting Actor.
Oh my gosh. All these movies are trying to come through. What is he supported in?
And we need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Is it
1.
Training Day? Sorry, did you hear me?
That is incorrect. The answer we were looking for is Glory.
Okay.
Glory. So now we're going to move to your 3-point question. Your 3-point question here. And we go to it right now. In the category, you selected category number 17, which corresponds to Tom Cruise. And for your 3-point question, Steph Sabra in the category of Tom Cruise.
All right. This 1989 Oliver Stone film stars Tom Cruise as a Vietnam War vet who is paralyzed and later becomes an anti-war activist.
Oh my gosh, you guys give me the hardest ones. Okay, at least for me, because I don't know Tom Cruise well. Okay, I have one more JTE, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's just pump it out. Let me hear it again.
All right.
All
for
right.
our last JTE, Steph Sabra.
This 1989 Oliver Stone film stars Tom Cruise as a Vietnam War vet who is paralyzed and later becomes an anti-war activist.
Oh, I know this is not going to be right, but I'm drawing such a blank on him. Oh my gosh, is it Forrest Gump? I don't think it is, but God, I suck at this. Sorry.
You absolutely do not suck. That was incorrect. We were looking for Born on the 4th of July.
Well, there's a lot of movies I'm going to be studying after this. I'll tell you what. I
love that attitude. You've got this.
Well, here we are. Let's set the scene. Abi Corrine is going to have her 3rd and final question in round number 3. This is her 5-pointer. If she gets it, Jared Haibon will have to answer his 2-point question and his 2-point question to tie and his 3-point question for the win. So we will go to that now. Here is your 5-point question in the realm. You selected category number 20, which corresponds to Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Movie.
All right. Let's go. Let's try
and
it.
For your 5-point question, Steph Sabra, take it away.
In what 1991 film does Keanu Reeves play an FBI agent who infiltrates a surfer gang who moonlights as bank robbers?
Oh my gosh. This is 1991.
You need an answer
Okay.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I know it's not right, but it's the only thing I can think of from the 90s. Raising Arizona. I know that's not right. Darn.
That is incorrect.
Nope.
We were looking for Point Break.
Oh, Point
And
Break.
your winner, by way of
Good job.
TKO, Jared Too Smooth Haibon.
As you can see from my dance moves, I'm not too smooth.
And we're going to take it away. Wow, we're going to go to Steph Sabra, who's going to talk to our winner, Jared Haibon, right now.
Jared, first match ever in the First Class League for you and for the history of the First Class League. And you came out with that dub. How are you feeling right now?
It feels great. I mean, honestly, I just want to say thank you to Abby for being my opponent. She was awesome. Abby, you do not suck. You're a great component. I hope that you keep playing because you did a really good job. Those questions that you got towards the end were really difficult, especially the Tom Cruise one. So I'm excited for the win. It's super fun to be back in the league. Obviously, like I was saying before, I wish I was in the Schmodown, but if I have to work my way through the FCL to get back to the Schmodown, because Roxy's not picking up the phone, then I'm more than happy to do it.
Maybe you'll get Roxy's attention today after this match because
Seriously.
you definitely came in and killed it. What will you be doing in preparation for the next matches? I know that you said it's all up here. Is that going to be the game plan moving forward?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I want to go through the FCL. I want to be the champion at FCL. I want to prove that I belong here. I want to prove that I should be back in the Schmodown. And so hopefully I keep getting matches. Hopefully I keep getting W's, and we'll go from there.
To the people who think that you can't get up there, the haters who don't believe in you, what do you have to say to them?
I mean, I feel like I already have to overcome a lot of the haters because as soon as they see me, they're like, that dude was on The Bachelor. He doesn't know squat about movies. And then, I prove them wrong. So I, listen, I'll hopefully I prove it with my actions, not my words. So we'll see.
You've gotten roses and now you got the win. So I guess they can't hate the player. They have to hate the game. Thank you so much. And an incredible first match. I can't wait to see what you do in the rest of the season.
No, thank you, Steph. Thank you, Brad.
All right. And with that being said, I think we will bring in the great Abi. Although she lost, she still came in with a great introduction into the league. Abi, how are you feeling? I know that this didn't turn out exactly how you wanted, but you still came in with such a great attitude and so much fun.
I was so nervous before this, but like jumping in, it was just a lot of fun. And I'm happy with my performance. I mean, the 90s are a bit harder for me. So that's just something I'm going to work hard on. And when I get to play again, I'll be able to nail those questions. I'll be answering them. So
yeah, I heard you say a few times, I'm definitely going to be studying in that category. I'll have to be watching these movies. What are the categories you're taking away from this match and spending extra hours in the studying?
I mean, it's more so just like actors like Tom Cruise. I know a little bit about like Al Pacino, but like just studying a bit more about him. Denzel Washington, even though I know quite a few of his, there's still some I miss. And so like for that, I miss Glory because I've never seen that movie. So I just need to keep working hard and just expanding my knowledge.
Yeah, I think you definitely will. The thing about doing something the first time is you have to be expected to fail a little bit, and that's how you get better. And I definitely think that there's no way that you're coming here and not getting better because you already showed so much promise in what you did know. Is there anyone that you're looking to compete against this season?
I mean, my homegirl who I work with, Amon Snow, like I would love to just test things because we do that all the time on a reaction channel where we're like arguing over movies and who's right about it. So I'm like, let's test our knowledge on like a legit platform. Like, let's see.
Well, Abi, I absolutely love your tenacity and energy. This is the type of energy that builds a winner. So I'm so excited for your future in the league and I can't wait till we meet again.
Yes, thank you. It was so great to hang with you guys.
See you later,
Thank
Abi.
you, Abi.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, Abi. Thank you, Steph. Here we are. Steph's abroad. Let's recap. Let's reset where we are. First FCL match in history. Jared Haibon walking away with the W, but it was neck and neck right up there to the end. The thing about this match, though, is you see even though it's Jared's strategy and I think Abby's strategy, you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to study if you're going to continue to be successful, rack up those wins in this league.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is trivia that can range across tons of footage and content. So it's not enough to just necessarily know that you're a cinephile and love watching movies. It is about putting in that work, memorizing, knowing what to expect and how to come ready to compete every single time.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we want to thank everybody watching us right now on the Movie Trivia Schmodown's Twitch channel. I got to give another big shout out to Askewed, who is just killing it in the chat for us today, giving away a bunch of gift subs. We need people like you, Askewed, to stick around and help everyone out. Congratulations again to Jared Haibon on his win and making history in the FCL, and Abi Corrine. We're going to see her again. we're going to see Abi again. I already know it. She's going to bounce back from this. And you know what? It's kind of getting your feet wet. This is a whole new world for Abi Corrine. Jared Haibon, he knew what to expect. He was ready. He was prepared. The lights, as they say, didn't freak him out too much. With Abi Corrine, all brand new. She was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and now she understands what it takes to play in a competitive movie trivia atmosphere. And I think that big things are in store for her, Steph Sabra.
I agree completely. The first of everything is hard, and you're not going to be as good at it unless you have beginner's luck. So I think that this is only good for her. She has lessons now of what she can actually take away and use that pragmatically in her studying, so she can come next time totally prepared of what she needs to know.
Now, coming up next, we have our main event, the first one in movie trivia Schmodown history. David the Dynasty Campbell is taking on Cooper Barnes for Steph Sabra. My name is the Boat Brad Gilmore. This is the First Class League, and we will see you back here with that main event here on the First Class League.
What's up, guys? We're the Cine Fanatics. My name is Chris Adams. And I'm Robert Adams. And we're about to do, for our first time ever, our inaugural Schmodown reaction.
Once again, I'm going to push for the Cine Fanatics. They should have been in.
They should have been nominated.
Y'all are two of the best reactors the Schmodown has ever seen.
3 Cine Fanatics are here. They got snubbed. Love for them too, guys. They're getting drafted. It's okay.
I have a question for you guys. Are you guys going to enter the draft?
Do you know what you need if you want to go straight to the top? Vote!
They had been diehard fans. They've done blogs on their show for the Schmodown for a very long time. Robert himself has even competed in the Schmodown at one point. They're very nice people, and we hope to see them on the other after shows, giving because they know the show very well too. So
would the Adams brothers be interested in the FCL?
Oh, we got something to say about that.
Welcome to the First Cine Fanatics League.
You're in our house now.
Okay, I get it. We've seen all these new rookies coming in, all on fire. They didn't get picked up in the draft, so now we hear them sitting there saying, oh, I've got a chip on my shoulder. Like, 'cause a manager didn't select you? Like, you've got something to prove?
Alright, you don't know rejection like we do. Have any of y'all out there been doing an after show for 3+ years and getting this close to being nominated every single time but getting snubbed for all of them? Have you actually already been in the draft last year and been completely passed over by every single manager? No, you guys are complaining because you didn't get picked up this year. We know some of y'all out there are going to be future champions, and that's fine. But right now is not your time. So sit back, put your feet up, relax, grab a snack.
Because if you think you have a chip on your shoulder, we have a whole bag of chips.
Alright, we're good? Did we get it? That's a wrap? Cool. Wait, sorry, what's that? They're not doing teams in the FCL yet?